yeah, this is the reset. Flashpoint is Mars. The bunker is Io. Let's take a look and see who this is. Who are you? There's Grandmaster Ordeals. Yay. Good funds. Um, Vanguard Strikes. Today's burns are Heavyweight, Iron, and Void Singe. So good fun for that. The Ordeal is, let's check it out. We got champions on this one, so it's Thunes. Savathun? Savathun? Holy fuck. Solar damage increased, knockback damage, and distance increased. Fuck me. When defeated, goblins spawn arc pools that cause damage over time. Inverted Spire, probably? Doesn't matter. I don't really mess with that shit today. I'm going to be knocking out escalation protocols because I want to have fun. Uh, Deathly Tremors. Investigate the strange hive signals. Well, it's for the Black Armory. You know what? No. I kind of like not in the mood, really, honestly. Let's uh, let's go through my quests again and see what we got going on here. All right, got that completed. Got that completed. Um, I got quite a few modulus reports, I think. So let's see. I don't really feel like doing um, heroic adventures. They're fun, but just for a key and shit, not really all that worth it to me. What I've been slowly working my way through is catalysts. I'm also in the hunt for armor that has low mobility and high intellect and others. This is, of course, because this is actually a build that was put out a few weeks ago, an idea that was put forth a few weeks ago in the YouTube communities, the content providers out there, where you go ahead as a hunter, at least, and use this mod called Powerful Friends. Now, here's the thing. I have powerful friends on my arms and on my legs. I don't have it anywhere else. That just plus 40 brings me up to this. So it doesn't take much to do. And here's the other thing too. You only need the arc mod on one piece of armor to get powerful friends to proc on any armor that you put it on. And I'll prove that to you right now. Um, we're in the middle of an escalation, so I want to kind of hurry up here. Thank you, Bungie, for slowing me shit down. So here we go. You got the mobility of 29 right there. So what happens if I cursor over this? Look, see? And yet no arc mod in this list. Just one other piece of armor has to have an arc mod on it. And it says here, um, this mod's secondary perk is active when at least one other arc mod is socketed into this armor. So I don't know if that's a bug or not, or if it counts because I have arc armor, or because I have this intellect mod. It doesn't. I don't know why that is. Um, but I get an extra 20 mobility out of this just by having this guy here, and I don't think it matters because if I take this off, okay, and we're going to go ahead and wait. I don't know why it's glicking like this. This is what I'm really most disappointed with in Destiny. So let's grab a random perk and we put that there. See, it still only gets. I still only get. So I have the arc mod in here, but I still only get 111 mobility. So there's no point in having that. Oh, come on. What the hell with the lag? Everything in your inventory should be smooth, like glass. It should just be, like like oiled glass. It should just go right through there. I mean, yeah, I'm not stalling on purpose here, guys. This is just me struggling through the frickin' inventory because, reasons. Which of course happens to be this stuff. Here's another thing I want to talk about. This is why I'm saying peer to peer is stupid. All these public fire teams, and I say they're public fire teams because they're really not. See that symbol right there? Public fire team, privacy, right, whatever. These open fire teams these are the people that I am most likely connected to through my peer-to-peer connection. Okay, now watch carefully. See how that guy left, and more guys added over here. The more people I get connected to, the shittier my connection gets. Because the way peer-to-peer works is that if even just one of these guys here are using Walmart or McDonald's or a cell phone as a hot point, it can wreck all of our connections. It really can. This is what peer-to-peer does, and it's just not cool. And I get it, because I expect this because these are my friends, and these guys actually may have public fire teams. It's kind of like a little signal to let everybody know, hey, I'm doing an activity, and you're welcome to join. I'm doing whatever. We kind of talked about that. But this guy's not my friend. Okay, he's not in my friends list. He joins and he leaves. He joins and he leaves. What the fuck? You know, come on. It's just frustrating. Peer-to-peer connection is not good. I don't know why Bungie does it. I don't know what their reasons are. They've never given us any transparency about it. We've never gotten a really clear reason why. They just say, yeah, this is what we do. So I'm on the hunt for the docs that talk about why they do it, what's the benefit, and yeah, if there's if one of you guys out there happens to stumble across this vid and say, yeah, well, this is why we're doing it, this is why it's better than having a dedicated server. Um, I'd like to hear that reason because at my core I am a scientist, and even though I do believe in magic and I have faith in a greater entity, kind of over watching everything, whether it actually is in charge or not. Um, I do look at empirical things, and if I'm given an empirical, substantive reason as to why this has to happen in a system, then I'm cool with it. I can work with that. I can get past the the fucktardedness of it all. Because honestly, it's yeah, more than the cheaters. Um, it is the instability of the game itself, and it's just gotten worse over the years. It was kind of touch and go for a little bit with Destiny 1 towards the end because they had all that content going on in there. But it was, it's really gotten bad since Destiny 2 started, and it's even gotten worse now being made. It's now by people pulling shenanigans. So yeah, like I've always said, there's only three reasons why my character ever dies. It's one, I'm caught reloading because I don't know how to manage my reloads. Two, lag, or three, just poor map choices. Positioning and not being aware of my situation. Oh, come on. This is also bullshit because, see, noble rounds are supposed to track allies, and he's technically an ally, and I've had no problem doing this with any other ally. Dude, you got the world line 0, but you're not even out there doing anything to make it happen. What are you waiting for people to do it for you? That's kind of bullshit, honestly. Honestly, this particular half of Mars very rarely gets to complete with when it comes to the. Now he's actually a target, and yet he's all the way the fuck back here. He should be up in the arena. Oh no, he wasn't a target. He's just a high value target. Hey, nice, nice. Keep going, keep going, and you failed it, man. I'm not surprised. Why am I not surprised? Okay, let's go to the side of Mars where the big kids play. Everybody keeps talking about, well, Titan's going to be the one that's going to go. Io's going to be the one that's going to go. People are talking about planets being shut down or basically deleted by the darkness. I don't think that's going to happen. The darkness came through this system once before, and it didn't shut any planets down. It just overran them. So we might get a planet, and then instead of like a vexified planet like Nessus or Mercury, we might get something, or Venus, we might get something like it looks like the Dreadnought. That'd be kind of cool. The fall expansion takes us back to the Dreadnought, just as we did with as we're going to do with the Almighty. Can't wait for that to pan out. Oh, jeez. just like we did with the like we're going to be doing with the Almighty, we're going to probably do the same thing with Dreadnought. Use Oryx's throne world against the darkness, which would be kind of fun, interesting to see. See, now I this is all good and stuff. That's kind of neat. It's unrealistic. There it goes. But yeah, you know what? The code is what the problem is. It's just bloated code, and this is what I think. You know, sunsetting weapons and armor is going to do is supposedly open up space for new content, and I just don't think that's going to be enough. They really do need to trim back on the animations and the area of effect kind of shit. You know, I think that would probably, because the more you have to put into the game, the more you have to animate in a scene, the more expensive it is code-wise, and the more of a draw it is on the systems. So, PlayStation 5 is supposed to operate, like a PC at those kinds of levels, or maybe that means that they're just going to be upgradable like a PC. So you'll start off with like a base operating, base drivers for graphics and shit, and then you're going to have options to buy upgrade packs. Which, I mean, as a market thingy, that's going to be perfect for Sony, because then they'll be able to make lots more money. Um, and people will be able to get to choose, what kind of experience they want or can be happy with. Having been an old 8-bit, 16-bit gamer, I'm okay as long as the story is solid, the characters are customizable and growable, and, because I started playing these kinds of video games because it was difficult for me to get to the local gaming club to get a tabletop of Dungeons & Dragons or Warhammer 40,000 or even Magic the Gathering. Although I could play MTG in my house with my family, getting them to sit down to play Warhammer or D&D is sometimes a challenge. And sometimes I don't feel like hanging around a bunch of neckbeards, listening to people pointlessly argue over semantics, um, which is kind of like a trope now in the gaming community. It's always been a trope. Um, so yeah, playing a video game. I've played a lot of single player games. I've played a lot of multiplayer and co-op games, single player, and I have a good time. I had a good time. Um, Destiny was actually my first so-called social game on the internet. Um, that's not an MMORPG because they don't want to be called that, because Activision knows that if you call yourself an MMORPG, traditionally most of those are a base game with months and years of layered content over the top, and Activision's business model saw more profit in releasing a whole new game every 3 to 4 years, which is why we got Destiny 2. Bungie was unable to basically detach from Activision before they contractually were committed to bringing in a new game. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have got Destiny 2. Now, I know Bungie said that Destiny 2 was supposed to fix a bunch of stuff that was unfixable in the architecture of Destiny 1, that was going to allow them to do things in Destiny 2 that they couldn't do in Destiny 1. I don't know what those things are, because, yeah, nice guys, you just failed the heroic. I'm impressed. Um, I don't know what's different in Destiny 2 that they weren't able to do in Destiny 1, because it doesn't seem like there's much of a difference. Mechanically speaking, thematically speaking, uh, it all feels more or less like Destiny 1, except that the community seems different in Destiny 2. And I don't know if that's because of, cross save or anything like that, but I do. Maybe that was the thing. Maybe they wanted to do, cross save in Destiny 1, but they couldn't because of the structure of the code. So maybe that's why Destiny 2 was also pushed. But then again, that could have been a push from Activision as well for the whole cross save thing. I don't know that it makes Bungie any more money. God, you got such amazing lunge when you don't need it.